Hey besties, welcome back to my beauty space. In today's video, I am giving you an updated makeup routine. I do have some drugstore products in the mix. I also have a high-end product that I will talk about. I did talk about the brushes I use and how I use them. Remember, it's all in your technique. Using the correct technique will give you that flawless look. So if you guys want to see how I achieved my everyday makeup look, please keep watching. Jumping straight into the tutorial, I'm going to grab my Evian facial mist. I'm going to spray this all over my face just to give me some extra hydration. Next, I'm going to take my Intelligent Elixir. This is a serum for all skin types. We're gonna shake this up. And I'm taking a lot. My skin is kind of dry right now. Last, I'm gonna grab my Hydro Grip. This is from e.l.f. If you have combination to oily skin, this primer is amazing. You don't need a lot. And I'm gonna place this in my T-zone. So this is where I tend to get the oiliest. So forehead, my nose, and kind of like my cheekbones. I don't like to apply makeup right away. I like these products to absorb into my skin. So we're gonna wait about 5 to 10 minutes before I apply my concealer. Now that 5 minutes has passed, the products have absorbed into my skin. Let's go ahead and conceal. The two concealers that I will be using in this video are from Maybelline. They are the Active Wear. I've been wearing these for spring/summer and I love them. I want to see how they hold up in the fall/winter months, but these have been my go-to concealers. Now I do have two shades, so 42 and 45. 45 is my exact skin shade, and 42 is gonna give me that extra highlight. Remember, if you want that extra highlight under your eyes, you always wanna go a shade lighter. But what I do first, I'm gonna apply 45 all over my troubled areas, and then I'm gonna add 42 on top of all of my concealer. So just watch me. Next, I'm picking up shade 42. And I just place a little bit on my forehead. Now we have to blend this concealer. It does dry pretty fast, so I'm going to start moving very quickly. Make sure you run your beauty blender under warm water, squeeze it. It should be this size. Do not use a dry beauty blender. You will not receive the same results. Been there, done that. Now I am spraying a little bit of setting spray on my beauty blender, and let's blend these concealers out. I'm not trying to mess up my baby hair. I love how this concealer just magically blends into my skin. So flawless. of the day, make sure everything blends. Now that we have our concealer blended and everything is just looking beautiful, we need to bronze. I am grabbing my Wet n Wild bronzer stick. This is in the shade Call Me Maple. And I don't add too much bronzer, especially when I've already did my baby hairs. It's all about the baby hairs. I'm going to grab a stippling brush to blend out my bronzer. Of course, spraying the brush with setting spray always helps. And if I feel like I have too much product on my brush, I just blend it into my hand. I forgot to do the bridge of my nose. I'm grabbing the 413 Real Techniques brush to blend out my nose contour. And I love cream contour. Your girl has her cream contour blended. Now we're going to take a powder contour. This is in the shade Caramel. This is from Wet n Wild. This is one of my go-to contour palettes. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of product. Don't forget to tap off your brush. Also, another technique that I use, I swirl everything in my hands, like I said, even dealing with the cream contour. So I pick up product, swirl it into my hands, and let's go ahead and add that to our face. And this powder goes everywhere I've added my cream bronzer. Going back in with my Real Techniques brush, I have to grab the smallest amount of product. And voila, you're good. Now that we are golden bronze, I am moving on to blush. The blush I've been loving has been a cream blush. And I know some people who have oily skin, we like to keep everything matte, but these creams have been taking over my life lately. I've been using the cream blush in the shade Merlette Moment. This is from Milani. And a technique, again, that I use, I'm taking the stippling brush. You can grab a different stippling brush or you can use the one that had your bronzer on there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip my brush into the palette. You can't tap this off. We're gonna swirl it in my hands once again. And then you're going to apply your cream blush. You can also use your hands, and you want to apply your blush. I kind of go above the apples of my cheek, not just on the apples of my cheek. We're dipping our brush back into this blush, swirling it on my hand. Look how pretty that is. Bringing it up kind of high. If you don't feel comfortable bringing your blush that high, don't. And last, I always put blush on my nose. I know you guys are wondering, when is this girl getting to her brows? I got you. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. This is literally how I do my makeup every day. And your girl is in her late 30s and still doing this, okay? So I'm one of those old school girlies. I know you guys remember when the Airspun translucent powder used to be hot on YouTube. Yeah, this girl, she still uses it. Taking another Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Now this one's not wet. I could add a little bit of setting spray, and this is sometimes what I do to help pick up the product. And I do bring my setting powder down. I'm taking my Real Techniques brush. The only powder that I'm gonna get rid of right now is my forehead and the bridge of my nose. Everything else is gonna stay. I know you're happy. Let's do the brows. The NYX Brow Glue. I did not know I needed this in my life, but I do. This is amazing. If you guys want those laminate brows, I can't do those right now because my brows are looking a little crazy. I'm trying to use castor oil so they will grow back. Remember back in like the day when we used to tweeze our brows to where they were like super thin? I know somebody can relate. Drop a comment down below if you used to do that. Well, look at my brows now. They're super thin. Hair is growing out of every which way but where it's supposed to grow from. This is what it looks like. Small little brush. When I went to get my facial, my girl was like, do you want me to wax your brows? I'm like, no, leave them alone. She's like, there's a hole right here. I get it, leave them alone. They're growing. Let's do the same to my left brow. In the meantime, in between time, I'm letting my brows dry. I'm gonna grab my L'Oreal. This is a smudge black eyeliner, and I'm going to line my waterline. Let me also tell you girlies, when you guys are lining your waterline, do not tug on your eye. Take your ring finger, lightly grab the skin, pull down, and line your waterline. If your eyes start to water, stop, and then wait till your eyes stop watering. You can't say I never taught you anything. Take your ring finger, gently pull your eyelid down. I do not bring my eyeliner into my tear duct like I used to back in the day, because some days I would start looking like a raccoon and ain't nobody got time for that. My waterline is done. I'm gonna move on to my lash line, and this is the same way. If your eyes start to water, stop, and then do it again. Now, I do switch up my eyeliner, and this is from Maybelline. This is the Tattoo Studio in the shade Brown. Since my hair is black, like my roots are black, and then it fades out into the spiced rum, golden brown. This is why I started lining my lash line with brown. Like, just run with my logic, okay? Now, when you're lining your lash line, I'm using my ring finger, but you do want to look down when doing this. And I'm actually looking down into a mirror. Ring finger, pull your eye up, look down into a mirror. Now, I can't say that we're completely done because I have been rocking a wing lately. Watch a girl work. We do need to clean up the eyeliner, but I've been watching Monet's videos, and she did not introduce me to micellar water, but she showed in one of her videos how the micellar water was enhancing her eyeliner, like the colors of her eyeliner, which was amazing. So what I started doing was whenever I do my eyeliner and I feel like the lines are not as sharp, I use an ankle brush, use the micellar water, and clean up my eyeliner. So thank you, Monet. Here goes my micellar water. Shake that bad boy up. Dipping into the micellar water, I'm gonna tap off any extra, and let's clean up this eyeliner. Voila. We are back. I did have to do my good brow off camera. In order for me to show you guys how I do my brows, I must do the good one first. Let me show you the products that I use. The first product that I'm gonna grab is my Maybelline. This is the Express Brow. Now, this does have a very thin tip. This is why I like to use this pencil. You already know I've added my brow glue from NYX. I allowed that to dry down. If you are kind of insecure with the hair showing, do not add a shimmery highlight on top of your brows if you're in between waxes. Add concealer. It will hide the hair, okay? If you add a shimmer, you're gonna bring more attention to your brows. Let me go ahead and brush up my brows. Draw really light strokes, especially in the front of your brows. And since I have that gap in between my brows, I need to make sure I'm able to fill that in. When I get to the front of my brows, that is where I do hair-like strokes. And also, you want to make sure you brush through your brows to evenly distribute the product. Last, we're taking shade 45 since this matches my skin tone. Spraying my concealer brush with a little bit of setting spray. I'm just going to grab a little bit of product and place this right under the brow. If you feel like you have too much product in the front of your brow, take your concealer brush and use light strokes to move the product around. Please continue to trust the process. We are going to remove our setting powder now. So I'm just taking my brush from Real Techniques and we're gonna brush this powder away. We are moving on to highlighting. I'm taking NARS in the shade Albatross, one of my staples. This color is so beautiful on our skin tone. Chef's kiss. Now we're going to highlight my Cupid's bow, my nose, right above my nose, just grabbing the product. Tap off any extra. Your girl is glowing in highlight. Besties, when I tell you to run to Target, do not walk, run to Target. This is the Milani highly rated lash extension mascara. My goodness, this mascara is fire. This is the reason why I have not applied any false lashes. It's because of this mascara. Let me stop rambling. Let me just show you, okay? This is what my lashes look like with no mascara. Let's add our first coat. Now I'm going to teach you a little trick when adding mascara. And also, when you are trying to grab additional mascara from your tube, please do not do this. That creates air bubbles in the bottle and you're just going to add bacteria back into your bottle. So don't do that. swirl your brush around, grab the product. This is what the brush looks like. One thing I like to do is I like to look down into a mirror and apply the mascara to the top part of my lashes, but I also rotate the brush out like this. And then when I feel like my lashes have enough mascara and all of my lashes have been exposed, that's when I bring the mascara up. And you can pretty much see what lashes are hiding when you look down into the mirror. Okay, my lashes look pretty good. Taking the tip to make sure I get the hairs on the outer corner. And that's the first coat. Look down into a mirror, swirl the brush, kind of bring your lashes down. If you feel like the mascara is starting to clump, run the brush on top of your lashes in a curling motion, and then you should be able to separate those lashes. Also, you can go like this, move your hand back and forth to separate your lashes. I am gonna do a second coat. I'm gonna allow this to dry for now. Warning, do not spray your face with setting spray after applying this mascara. Give this time to dry. If you do, and I'm warning you because I've done it, my lashes literally like fell to my face and there was mascara everywhere. Let this product dry. You will regret it and you will have to redo all of your eye makeup. Been there, done that. Take my testimony as truth, facts, whatever. Let's get these lower lashes poppin'. Taking the same mascara, look down into a mirror. We are gonna move on to lips while my lashes dry because we do need to spray our face with setting spray, but just not right away. I'm taking my Wet n Wild, this is a gel liner in the shade Lay Down the Mauves. And you can also wear this as a lipstick. It's such a beautiful shade. Next, we're taking the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lipstick. This is the brush. To all my matte girlies, this is okay. We can stop right here. But if you want to add that extra I'm gonna take my e.l.f. This is a lip plumping gloss. This is in the shade Mocha Twist. Just an FYI, I am drinking a Gatorade, the yellow one. Tap this product in with your finger, and with that plumping gloss, there is a tingling sensation on your lips. Let me go ahead and finish up this process. I'm gonna spray my face with some setting spray. This is from Milani, one of my favorites. The smell alone of that setting spray, amazing. Taking my beauty blender, and dabbing the setting spray into my face. We want to be flawless, darling. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated makeup routine. If you guys like videos like this, please do not forget to give me a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to your girl's channel. As always, I miss you, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.